Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television live from the news center here in Muscat. Duqm Marine Dock Company prepares to be the first specialized company in the field of military ship maintenance. Importing medicines for health units and extending contracts of the teaching faculty in the College of Technology are the top projects awarded by the tender board. At a cost of 350,000 Omani Rials, a ceremony is held to lay the foundation stone of Autism Center project in Sohar. Thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now the details. Duqm Marine Dock Company will start its works after completing registration process due to be next week as the first specialized company in the region in the field of military ship maintenance. The firm was established as a partnership between Oman Dry Dock Company and the British Babcock, responsible for the maintenance of the British military fleet. Since the start of dry dock facility at Duqm Port as being the second biggest in the Middle East and North Africa, Oman Dry Dock Company has achieved a great result. As per this year's figure, the revenues of the company is extended or expected to grow by 20%. The number of ships dealt with by the dry dock amounted to 470 with all types and sizes. With the advent of 2021, the company will embark on its expansion phase related to shipbuilding. During its meeting, the tender board today awarded an additional works complementary for development projects in various fields at a total cost of 66 million Omani Rials. Among the projects awarded were extending contracts of the teaching faculty in the colleges of technology in various governorates of the Sultanate, importing medicines for the various health units in the Sultanate, additional works to import laboratories, medical equipment, services of the transport of blood for the Ministry of Health, additional works of constructing blood disease and stem transplant building in Sultan Qaboos University Hospital, additional works for project of maintenance and fixing the floated dock in the Wilaya of Matrah in the Governorate of Muscat. The meeting was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Rashid bin Safi Al-Huraybi, Chairman of the Tender Board. The Sultanate has made a new international achievement with the winning of the Minister of Health and Minister of Manpower of the second place in two prizes at Global Information Technology Summit in Swiss city of Geneva. The Ministry of Manpower achieved the prize for Advanced Manpower Employment category. The winning electronic project consists of 3 systems to facilitate the relationships among the 3 production parties. The second prize was achieved by the Minister of Health for the Health Electronic Portal project, which includes 114 e-services to facilitate transactions. The summit convenes annually to review the achievements of the governments and individuals in the field of information technology. This year witnessed creative innovations in the field of telecommunications. The Committee of Issuing Licenses for the Institutions and Programs at the Ministry of Higher Education approved the merging of already existing 2 higher private education institutions to be private university. The ministry also announced about scholarships allocated for master's and PhD degrees for the academic year 2017-2018. It added that the scholarships will be in Tunisia and Morocco with 28 available seats in 2 stages. The registration for the scholarship was open from the 11th of June until 22nd of the same month in 2017. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and later to come in our news bulletin. A cultural evening was held in the British Council in the Governorate of Muscat. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. At a cost of 350,000 Omani Riyals, a ceremony was held for laying the foundation stone for the project of Autism Center in the Wilayah of Sohar. The project, with its educational therapeutic technique, is considered the first of its kind in the Sultanate and will serve the governorates of South and North Al-Batina. The center is managed by the Minister of Social Development and will play a critical role in screening, assessing, diagnosing and treating children with autism spectrum disorders. The project of the Autism Center was financed by Oman Oil Refineries and Petroleum Industries Companies, Sohar Aluminium and Vale Oman Pelletizing Company. It is worth mentioning that the project was built in an area of 1,600 square meters. The ceremony was held under the patronage of His Excellency Sheikh Mhanna bin Saif Al-Namki, Governor of North Al-Batina. Reviewing the military relations between the Sultanate and France was the main aspect of discussions between Lieutenant General Ahmed bin Harith al-Nabhani, Chief of Staff of the Sultan's Armed Forces, and Rear Admiral Didier Peloton, Commander of the French forces in the Indian Ocean, and his accompanying delegation currently visiting the Sultanate. During the meeting, they exchanged points of views and discussed a number of matters of common concern between the armed forces in the two countries. Rear Admiral Abdullah bin Khamis al-Raisi, Commander of the Royal Navy of Oman, received in his office at Muaskar al-Murtafa'a today Rear Admiral Didier Peloton, Commander of the French forces in the Indian Ocean, and his accompanying delegation currently visiting the Sultanate. During the meeting, they exchanged cordial conversations and viewpoints on several matters of common concern. The Municipal Council in the Governorate of Al-Brahimi discussed in its meeting the replies of the Minister of Regional Municipalities and Water Resources on the top of expatriate residential areas and the location of the new fish market. It also dealt with the organization of commercial and advertisement signboards. The meeting also discussed a number of development proposals for the Wilayah of Mhadha, in the addition to some topics related to services in the wilayahs of the Governorate. As part of Ramadan night activities, a cultural evening was held in the British Council. The evening included the traditional art of Al-Mawlid, chanting words in the love of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The evening witnessed the participation of those interested in Al-Mawlid traditional singing art. The cultural evening came to embody the spirit of tolerance in the Sultanate and highlight richness of the Omani cultural traditional arts. And now to the Ramadan times for tomorrow. Fajr prayers at 3:52 a.m. and Maghrib prayers at 7 p.m. And now let's have a look at the general weather forecast. Clear to partly cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas overlooking Sea of Oman, with chances of scattered rainfall. Rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies. Winds will be north to northeasterly light to moderate, occasionally active of the coastal areas. Seas will be moderate to rough with a maximum wave height of 3 meters. More details on your screen. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. Duqm Marine Dock Company prepares to be the first specialized company in the field of military ship maintenance. Importing medicines for health units and extending contracts of the teaching faculty in the colleges of technology are the top projects awarded by the tender board. And at a cost of 350,000 Omani Riyals, a ceremony is held to lay the foundation stone of Autism Center project in Sohar. With that, we come to an end of tonight's news bulletin, brought to you live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. From the entire news team led by Ahmed Ba Umar and editor in charge Mohammed Al Yahmadi, together with Ahmed Al Habsi and myself, we thank you for joining us. Wish you a pleasant evening and good night.